Hi there, this is Kathy Crow at the Crow Garden, Crow Cottage. I'm a little bit confused because this is card 3. Today I have been trying to catch up everything that I wanted to do for the last 3 weeks and didn't really have a chance to do. So today, I don't know if I'm going to get to this card. I do know that in my newsletter, I promised you I would show you the wiper card. And this card is so cute and fun. I really do want to show it to you. Now, I do want to tell you, though, that I am so sorry that this card, although you could use it with any bird card or any bee one or anything that would move, this set, I am sorry, I think is sold out a long time ago, really. This stamp set might be available still. It's Thoughtful Expressions, as you can see. It came with dies, though, that were really wonderful. And I put the dies that go with this set, with all of the images, I put them in this container with the stamps. But it came with a whole set of little cool framelets, we used to call them, frame dies. And those were gone a long time ago. As soon as they went on the last chance list, they were gone, like instantly, because I think I went and looked because I was going to buy them for someone and as a gift, and they were gone like instantly. So the problem is when things get on the last chance list, you really want to get on them quick. So I'm going to move along pretty quick today because I want to get started and get done, because this is the third card today. I'm a little tired. I'm using Delightful Floral for all of the paper. This is paper that was retired, I think, a while ago. It came with, I put it down here on my paper, it came with the Translucent Florals stamp and dies. That is still available. Now, the bundled savings, which is a 10% savings in the old catalog, that bundled savings is retiring. So you will see this stamp set, the Translucent Florals, you will see that on the retiring or last chance list on Stampin' Up's website. But I don't think it's actually retiring, because it looked like it said bundled savings under it, and that means that the stamp set and the dies are coming back, or the stamps are coming back and maybe not the dies. It can mean that too. It just means the bundled savings is gone. It can be that the 10% savings you get the first year they introduce a new stamp and die set, that 10% is going away, but the stamps and dies will still be available. Sometimes it means either the stamps retired or the dies retire. You really don't know. As a customer, you really don't know. We demonstrators sometimes have a hard time keeping all of that straight too. So if we make a mistake and tell you wrong, please forgive us. We're doing our best, but what is offered changes a lot, and it's hard to keep up with it. If you think it's confusing for you, believe me, it is for us too. But I do know that the dies are gone because I checked that. So today the dies I'm using, those aren't available. But I think you're still going to enjoy seeing how to do a wiper card. Other people have shown you how to do a wiper card. It's not complicated. It kind of seems like it's going to be complicated, and it's really not. Once you kind of know what piece to cut and how to cut it, and where to put your glue and all of that, it's actually quite easy. This is a really simple, fun fold. I like to call this one a fun fold. Fancy folds, for me, I have my own little stamp language. So when I call something a fancy fold, for me that just means it's kind of complicated. It's cute. A fun fold is still might be a fancy fold, but it is fun. It's fun. It's not going to be too hard to do. You're going to be able to do it yourself. Plus, you would also be able to have somebody who's fairly new to stamping. They're gonna be able to do it too. If you cut all the pieces for them and kind of walk them through it, it's actually not that hard to do. All right, I am gonna my phone. Why are you? I think I need to tighten up. I need to tighten something here. Something's not right because it keeps shifting around a lot, and I need it to stop doing that because it's sort of driving me crazy. All right, so I'm trying to keep my phone plugged in. I've had so many of these card things that I'm doing today that I've kind of got to keep my phone plugged in, and trying to get you centered right, but you're just not doing it for me. All right, so let me peek this way and see if I can figure you out better. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. All right, now you can see everything. All right, so I have my website here, and if you go to that website, you can easily sign up for my newsletter. I give you new tutorials for things every week. I've been trying to send a tutorial here to Facebook or to my YouTube channel just because some things are hard to write, and that's one reason we're doing this. This is a hard one to just write the instructions. The basics of the card are very simple, but to know where to position your wiper movement piece, you kind of have to see that. Now this card was also in that newsletter, and it's a very simple card. I did give you tutorials, I believe, for this one. It's super simple. I just love the Parakeet Party color with this paper. It was so pretty. And the little hummingbird is so cute, too. I believe I gave you instructions for this, too. This has a little magnet in it. So if I have time to do this card, I will do it for you, but it's actually super easy. You just cut your DSP in 4" by 5 1/4, and then cut it in half diagonally, glue it on there, glue this white piece. You know, this is actually one of the dies that came with this stamp set, and then that, of course, is the die that came with the frame that came with the stamp set. But if you put your magnet within, see, I've got the other part of this magnet underneath this white piece, and it's actually right under that flower right there, so that I can see it. So when you were putting on your magnet, what you do is you put one piece here, and then you just kind of keep an eye on where it goes. You put the other piece there, and then glue this white piece on top of that magnet, and it's gonna keep that closed. This is the Nested Essentials die. I think that might be long retired. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's hard for me to keep track. When we get we are getting a new catalog. Here's the magnets. This is what they look like. I think I got those on Amazon. They're very small, but effective. And I've got all of my pieces all cut out and ready to go. So let's see if we can do this. Now, those little flowers, those are going to go on here, and I might have to hunt down the embellishments that go with it. All right, so this is for the first card. That was the super easy one, and we're going to put that one aside. I'm not going to have time to do all of them, but here is our Fun Fold. That is a different one. Oh, I decided I was going to use this paper instead of Parakeet Party to see how that looked. Now, isn't this paper gorgeous? When you have a nice new paper that you really like, you want to make sure you buy plenty of it, because like this fluorescent floral was just one of my favorites. So I bought an abundance and just slid, as I've used it, I've just slid the extra pages in here. So I have a bunch to last me for quite a while. It's a super pretty paper. All right, I don't need that paper today, though, because I've already cut everything out. So what you're going to do, you're going to start with a piece of cardstock. This is Melon Mambo. You are going to cut this piece 8 1/2 inches by 4 1/4. And then you're going to score it. Okay, so now you're going to score this side 1 1/2 and 3. And then after you've scored that, you're going to just make your mountain fold so that it comes down like this. Now, I'm going to turn it over because this actually goes on this side of the card, but I cut it in this direction and scored it in that direction, okay? So I'm turning it over now because I'm going to use this side. I wanted my bird is this direction. So if I had wanted to do a mirrored bird and make him look, differently, he could have gone this way. I suppose he could have anyway. It's pretty easy to figure these things. All right, now, so for the piece that is your wiper piece, that is 1 inch by 2 1/2 inches. Okay, so you're cutting 1 inch by 2 1/2. And then you're going to score it on the angle, just this corner piece. Come down. What you do is you mark, you
when you have your 2.5 inch side, you're going to mark it at 3/4 of an inch. Just put a little mark at 3/4 of an inch, and then with your scoring blade in this position here, let me get my board out here so you can see what I'm talking about. So you mark it where you want it, and then you just put this corner in the track where your mark is in the track, and then score right across that corner. And then you get your little part that's going to be the wiper part. And then we are going to do the Z-fold part, which is this. And it's actually just, I think, close to the same dimensions as our card itself. This, oh, it's a little different. Take that back. So the Z-fold that we're going to attach is 8 3/4 by 2 1/4. And then you score it at 1.5 and 3 1/4. And then that is your valley fold. Now this doesn't quite match up, and it's fine. It doesn't matter, because this is all going to go underneath stuff anyway. Okay, it's going to come here. So now what we're going to do is cut our DSP. This DSP part is going to go on top of the Z-fold here. So this is the back of actually old retired DSP, like from years and years ago, but we actually have quite a few that are this kind of a brushed color of pink, whatever pink you're using. It could be any color. I'm using Melon Mambo, but you could do any color you want. So my main colors are Melon Mambo and Parakeet Party. So this DSP piece is 5 3/8 by 2 1/8, and I am going to just glue that right now. Am I going to glue it right now? Does it go on top? No, I don't want to glue that piece yet. I want to assemble the card first, okay, before I do that. All right, now for your wiper piece, okay, it's okay to assemble your wiper and then glue on your object that you're putting on there. I mean, it's a little awkward doing that, but you can. It's not that big a deal. Look and see what I've done here so that I can tell you accurately. Yeah, we better do it with the bird, because I'm afraid I'm going to totally screw it up if I tell you not to do it with a bird. So we're going to go ahead and stamp and color that bird. It's really easy to do. And I think you'll enjoy looking at how fun this one is to use. If it's still available in the, oh, I've got one right here handy. We're going to just use the ones I've done. This is the die that comes with that flower die. And then I took this and created it out of, by using the die 2 times to make this really long piece for some other cards. So we aren't even going to worry about that. I am going to need this white though for some other things, so I'll put it at the side. And we're going to go ahead and assemble the card then, since I pretty much got everything. I do need the nested die out of Parakeet Party. I wonder if I've got one cut out here. I bet you I do. Aha, I do. So we're going to use that. We also need a Melon Mambo piece. That is this smaller, this doesn't look like Melon Mambo. I mean, this looks like, this one is not my, doesn't look like exactly the right one. That's funny, isn't it? I think this might be Hippo and Friends. Hippo and Friends is really super close to the Thoughtful Expression dies. And I've got this shiny one and this not shiny one. Anyway, we're going to use that. And then we also are going to do, I did another little tiny piece of DSP, the same old DSP. This was like a painted one. And we're going to just stick that right on here. So nested Parakeet Party, or this actually looks like Lemon Lime Twist to me. Either one, they're very close together in color. This looks like a Lemon Lime Twist. I kind of like that one too. It's very bright, very cheery. And glue that on. And then this one, we want to take a Sentiment. I thought I had one. Yes, there it is. This is the little white one. It's a little bigger than the one I have here, but it'll do. And we're going to do our Make-A-Wish in our little pull sign, because I wanted it to be pulled. Sometimes when people get a card like this, they don't really know what to do. So I wanted to show that you're to pull it. Now for this one, I'm not even going to do that, but that pull is actually it is in the Make-A-Wish sentiment. So let me see if I can find it very quickly here. I'm not sure that I can. I have it pretty handy. I only bought that stamp set just for the word pull. I know that sounds really silly, but it's the truth. Where is it? I'm pretty sure it's Make-A-Wish. Maybe it's not Make-A-Wish. There were two this year that I bought for just like one. Maybe it's Hooray for Surprises. Aha, I think it is. Yes, it is. So this stamp set is here in the new catalog and in the old one. Here's your word pull and Make-A-Wish. So while we have it right here, let's just go ahead and do it. It's pretty cute. I really like this stamp set. It's fun. It has a little cake. Look at that. It has this on it. It has a little cake. It's just that it doesn't have anything that really moves. And I wanted to use this wiper card technique for you so you could see exactly how easy it is to do. So we'll do Melon Mambo, and we're going to just stamp the word Make-A-Wish right there at the top. Okay, and if you wanted to, you know, have little candles pop up, you could. That would be fun. But we're going to just do the little hummingbird, because I thought it's almost time for our little hummingbirds to come out. Open here and pull. Where's pull? There it is, right there. Isn't this fun? You have to have a whole stamp set just for the word pull, just so that I know I always have the word pull right there. Of course, I did it double ink, so you can't even see it hardly, but whatever. We're gonna live with it. I actually can fix that pretty easy, and I'll show you how in just a second. Let me put my ink away, because you can't even hardly tell that that's the word pull the way I did that. But anyway, Hooray for Surprises. I do really like that stamp set. It's cute. All right, put that away, and I just need, I bet they're over here. I need a white gel pen. My little white gel pen will separate those L's quite nicely so that you can see the word pull. All right, now we can tell that that's the word pull. And this is going to be glued on right here. Okay, we're going to just glue this right onto this in the center. There we go. And then I want dimensionals on the back of that. Where did I put my dimensionals? Oh no, I had them out. Oh, there they are. Good. Thought maybe I put them all away. I'm down to the last on this little packet of dimensionals. Okay, we're going to put this right on here. All right, so what is today? Is today the 29th? I don't even know. I know we have a new catalog coming out really soon, and I need to spend a little more time looking at it. I haven't really had a lot of a chance to do it yet. Now, I do want to put those little flowers on it. They're very cute. And I know I have them in here. So I cut out these. They come in this die package. Then we're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. So let me put my glue on here. We want one here, and one here, and one there. Okay, that one, and that one. That one's upside down. right like that. They're so cute. Oops, don't stick to me. Stay down. There we go. All right, now the other thing you want to do is we've got these little flowers. We've got one done. I might just live with one today just to get this finished. I actually did more than one, but I think we'll just stay with one. Throw away my trash. All right. Now to assemble a little bit here. Oh, this is where that label came in. I needed one there. All right, so first of all, I am going to glue my Z-fold to the base card. So take your glue and you're going to glue one side of it here and one side of it there. Now make sure that it's going to shut nicely when you do it. Okay, and I'm going to actually turn. No, I did it upside down, so let's turn it like this. No, that doesn't work. I've got to do it like that. My beveled edge is just not quite beveled like I'd like, but oh well, we're going to live with it. So this goes here. I'm going to put a little glue there and glue on this shorter side. Okay, and then the short side, I'm going to attach it right there so that it's nice and level. Okay, press that down. And we're going to fold this flat. And now we're going to adjust it just a little bit because I need this to be all the way to the edge and I need that to be flat. There we go. So that's there. And then what I did is I ended up adjusting it right here. Now my label is going to cover that area I had to tear off. Normally you would, let's attach this side first and then attach this side. And then that way you won't have the tearing that I ended up doing when I had to reposition that because I shouldn't have had to do that. All right, so now we've got that, but that's why we're using DSP. Okay, so this DSP piece is going to go here, but I also want this piece coming here to just kind of cover up this area. I don't really want to see that. So I've got another piece that I've cut out. This one is 1 3/8 by 4 and it's really a little more than 4 1/8. It's close to 4 1/8. So this piece is going to go right on top over this. So this one goes on first, or if you don't want to do it that way, you can do this one first and that one. I just thought it looked better with this piece on over the top of that. So I'm going to glue this one on. And if you didn't miss the dimensions of this, I did give them as I was handing, kind of pulling them out. So if you just stop and start the video, you'll be able to hear the dimensions of all of the cardstock and the DSP. All right, so that one's going on there, and then this one goes on top of that. Sort of our life, looking at it. That's one reason it's nice to have written tutorials and why I do at least one in every, I used to do 4 in every newsletter, but I just found that I couldn't continue that level of work. It's just too many hours of work. It takes a long time to create tutorials, so I just couldn't continue it. Now I am going to put a ribbon on here just because I thought it looked nice, but I really want my ribbon, I have it over the label. If you want it under the label, you'll want to put it on now. But I'm going to go ahead and put mine on top, and so I'm going to glue this right on here. Now I do want to make sure none of the glue gets anywhere else, so I'm just going to put it here like this, and then that's going to hold on my nested die piece that I've cut here quite well. Okay, so I'm just pressing that down. No glue showing. You don't want any glue showing. It's going to really gum up the works if you do. So here's my little hummingbird. I just stamped him with tuxedo ink, black ink, and then colored him with parakeet party, and probably a little bit of light olive, old olive, and then our, I'm going to say a little melon mambo and probably 30 flamingo. I'm not really sure how I colored it. You can always go to my website over here and order my coloring classes. I'd be happy to help you with that. All right, so now the top part of this piece is what's going to be coming up. So I've got a little flower attached there just to kind of conceal this, but I think on this card I'm going to just stick him right on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my hummingbird here, but I kind of need to see how is this going to work. With this part here, we're going to turn this over. Okay, so this is here, and this is going to attach right down in here. So what's happening is this is attaching so that when it's pushed up, it's coming up like this. So basically what you want to do is have this up where when it's opened, it's going to be upright. And then when it's closed, it's going to be down. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out again how exactly we get this going, because I kind of forgot, actually. It looks to me like we've got it at an angle so that it forces the bird up when we open it. Okay, it's going to force it up when we open it. So you've got it at an angle, and it's going to be right up against the fold. I'm thinking I'm not exactly sure that I'm getting this exactly right. Fold it like that and like that. No, that's not it. I'm still looking here. Okay, great. There, it is right there. All right, so I am going to just trust myself and put a little glue right here. We're going to just see what happens. If I totally screw up this wiper card, all I have to do is just do it again on another day. All right, so I'm going to put this at an angle. Trying to see exactly which side is which. I think I actually want the long part to be on the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm wanting the long part to be on the bottom. Which means, though, that I would have had to have folded it the other way. That might be the problem. I probably got it going the wrong way. The long part's got to be on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Like, this is going to be like this. I'm going to slide this in here. Like, no, that's not quite working the way I want it to. I'm going to cut a new melon mambo piece because I think I don't know, I think I've got my glue on the wrong side. So let me grab another piece of melon mambo. And I don't think I gave you the dimensions of this anyway, did I? Yeah, I did. It's 1 inch by 2.5. Okay, so 1 inch. Is this 2.5? Not quite. Let's go 2.5 here by 1 inch. And then you take your 1 3/4 measurement. I mean, you're not 1 3/4, 3/4 measurement. So it's going to be right here. Just lay that in the track and then to the corner. Okay, so we've got, this is 3/4 of an inch here, putting the corner in the track, and then we are going to just score right there to get that corner bend. And now I'm going to make sure that I glue the right side, because you want this, I want this turned like this, and the long part, now with it folded, you can see there's a short side and a long side, and you want the long side going to the bottom. And then this is going to fit in here like this. Okay, like this. So that when it's closed, it looks like that. Does that make sense? You're going to lower it a bit because you want it to be hidden when it's closed. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put glue on this again. But this time I'm getting the glue in the right spot. I just think I had it on the wrong side, and I wasn't sure how to fix it, and I could have probably if I'd known what I was really doing. So I'm going to lay this down here like this. Okay, and then I'm going to close it, and I'm going to go ahead, and you see how that's going to work? So I just closed it so it could fasten right in there. When it's closed, it's going to be hidden, and when it's open, it's going to be forced up. And that's your basic wiper card. Okay, now you can glue whatever you want on it. I am putting on this cute little hummingbird. But you could do anything you want to it. And we're going to open it to get it to be positioned the way I want him. So we're going to have him like this. And then when he's closed, he's not quite hidden on this one. I should have moved him better so that he's not showing so much. Let's put him like this. Okay, now when it's closed, I can see his beak, but he's still pretty cute. Yeah, I kind of want him to be like upright a little bit more. There we go. All right, so his beak is showing. Oh, wow. But he's still pretty cute. So you could have moved. See, this is why I think I had him down a little lower. Here, in that one. What I did is I put a flower. So to get him down lower, this is what I did. I put a flower here, and then I extended him more out this direction on gluing in. I glued the bird onto the flower so that I could position him better. That's what I did. So I had a flower here and then a bird. So that's why his beak is showing. I'm going to have to put a little flower there just to cover up his beak now. You know, so if you put a little flower here, you can cover up his beak. It's still going to come up. And then I'm going to have my flowers over here that he's going to be flying to. Do I have those done? I thought I did, but maybe I don't. Let's look and see what we can do with our flowers. Now I do want my little sequins in there. I'm going to throw that scrap away and that scrap away. Let's go ahead and stamp out my little flower bunches. They're pretty cute. These flowers are fun, easy to make. And here's the flowers that I made there. And then this little, you could use this label if you want and just stamp on there, or cut a better one. I think I'm going to cut a better one. I don't think I like that. So let's stamp the tuxedo black from the big bunch flowers. We're going to do the big bunch. Probably only need one of the big bunch. And then we'll get the, maybe do a couple of the little bunch flowers. Okay, we'll do 1 and 2 of those. And then this is the flower. I did that one and glued that in there. That's what I did. Now we do want the sentiment. I like this sentiment, where in the world would I be without you? It's a good one when you've got a pull like that. I think that's cute. So if we do that though, I've got some sentiments that I could probably use. Here's a nice skinny one. You want a little skinny one that's gonna fit in there. And so let's do that and see if it'll fit. I think it will. I'm not sure though, might not. I think it will. We'll use our Melon Mambo. And hopefully it'll fit. If it doesn't, it's going to be close. Aha, it did fit. Barely. I do not know where that die is from. I have pre-cut this. It's probably a retired one, I just suspect. Since it seems like everything I'm using right now is retired because we've got a new catalog coming in. Some of my favorite things are retiring. So make sure you're going to that last chance list and getting those things before they're gone, because a lot of them are going to be. So the Delightful Doily dies and hybrid embossing holder, that is in there and it is going to be gone. So that one is a fabulous price. I wrote it down here on the sticky notes so I can tell you what it was. It was $21 for a bunch of dies that does that beautiful doily, cuts out the doily and the embossing folder that goes with it and embosses it. Oh, it's so pretty. I really like that one. So that's going right there. And then we're going to color those. Also that Gorgeously Made dies with the fun little, oh, what was it? It's the like the spiral bound thing. What am I trying to think of? Like a torn paper kind of side. It was really cool. Okay, so for my flower, I do want some bright orange, and we don't happen to have a lot of really bright orange, so I brought out an old Tombow pen. This is an old Tombow thing, and I'm just going to put some bright, super bright orange in here. I just wanted a little bit bright orange, and so this marker is going to give it to me. Just a little bit of orange in there. Because our pumpkin pie is nice, but it's just not a stunningly bright orange. So we got that, and then I'm going to use my, this is Bubble, nope, this is not Bubble Bath. This is Light Petunia Pop. Oh, sweet, and this is my Melon Mambo. Okay, so I'm getting Light Melon Mambo first, and I'm going to go like this. Just on those lines, kind of blending right over that orange that I put in there. Okay, I don't think we need the dark petunia. Let's do the Melon Mambo. We'll get the light Petunia Pop. Boy, that's very orange. It's too purpley. I don't want this one. Petunia Pop, you're too purpley. We need something light pink. Light pink. Or orange. So let's try, I think Flirty Flamingo will work good. Flirty Flamingo is a very good light pink and moving to orange kind of color. We're going to just go over that. Yeah, much better. That makes that orange pop out that I put in there, and it's going to kind of blend in our Petunia Pop and our Melon Mambo. Kind of works for everything. Okay. Flirty Flamingo. Let's put a little dark Flirty Flamingo in there too. Just a little bit. Okay, very good. And then we've got to stick with our colors, so we're going to have to do some very bright green. And I think yellow for the center. Any kind of yellow will work. I'm going to grab Dark Mango Melody for our yellow. And I think I'll keep that out. And we're going to use Parakeet Party. We'll use Parakeet Party for the green. You can see I'm not taking a lot of time here with this. You don't have to. You know, you can do really nice coloring with these blending pens without spending a ton of time. You can spend the ton of time if you like, but you really don't have to. And something a bit darker. I'm gonna grab this old. This is Shy Shamrock. This is a new color, Shy Shamrock, and that's just gonna give me a little bit darker green in there with that Parakeet Party. Isn't that pretty? Oh, we didn't even need that anymore. And all right, now we can cut this out with the dies and glue this on, and this card will be done. Isn't that cute? The ribbon I used was the Parakeet Party. This is one that's going to be retiring if it hasn't already gone. I suspect it might have. I don't know. It's a glimmer, very, very skinny, 1/8 of an inch skinny. And I'm going to just double this up like this. Tie this in a bow. There you go, very cute. And let's see here, let's do this. This is not quite snug enough. You can get a little glue dot and stick that right to it, and then that can kind of help keep this from unwrapping. Sometimes these skinny ribbons are a little harder to do the right way. I'm going to do it the wrong way here just to get it done. I'm actually going to just tie it into a knot here. This is such a skinny ribbon. You can do that. Tie it in a knot. Tie your bow. There we go. And then we can still stick this down. We're going to just glue this here just to kind of cover up my beak, my protruding beak. I'm going to have to tuck you in here like this. Okay, like that. And I've got another flower I can use. I also got this I could use, I suppose, if I wanted to. Kind of conceal it more, but I don't think I need to. You can hardly see it. Go like this. There we go. Perfect. And like that. And now I'll cut out our flowers with the die. We've got dies that can cut all those out. And we're almost done with this card. It's easy. Wasn't that fun? Super, super easy. Why are you so bowed? Because you've got the wrong plate, that's why. There we go, that works better. Perfect. Oops. Not perfect. Not perfect. There we go. Now perfect. Ah, that's better. Okay, I've got two. One more. And voila, where's the plate? There it is. Very sweet. Cute little hummingbird. He's so cute. And you have some nice leaf dies in here. That the petal, the little flowers, cuts 3 at once, which is kind of nice. All right, so now we're going to just take our flower to show what we're putting up here so that he's like going to the flower. I might put it like this. This time we'll just position it a little differently since I've got the bird kind of going in a different direction. There we go, using up all my dimensional scraps. When you buy I think I've had to do $75. It seems ridiculous, but it just costs $75 or more in my Stampin' Up! Store. I can send you the new catalog. You can also just order the new catalog if you like. If you are a regular customer of mine and you've ordered within the last 6 months and you've spent $75 or more, I will be sending you or bringing to you, if you live close to me, a new catalog too. Okay, so we've got those there. You can put this little flower anywhere you want. I'm actually going to put it like right here because I kind of want it to be on top of that, and I'd put glue on there in such a way that it wasn't really going to work. So we'll put that there, and we're going to put this one like right there. All right, isn't that cute? No, he doesn't pop up quite as good as my other one because I didn't position him exactly right. But if you position him better, he does pop up really good. You just have to practice with the wiper, and clearly I did not practice before showing you. These are old ones that have the same little parakeet party, little teeny tiny dots, which are my centers for these little flowers. Kind of cute. And it brings in that green color nicely. Right there. Aren't they sweet? Very, very cute. So this is a very fun card. I really like making these little fun folds. They're super, super easy and nice to give. Make a wish. So you can make this as a birthday. You could do it as anything. It's pretty fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and share that. I appreciate that so much. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. You can find my webpage when I move things around.